There's trouble brewing in this quiet neighborhood in Austin, Texas. This woman got out of her car and into an altercation with one of the neighbors. This man tried to intervene. Now she's on his lawn and won't leave. And things are about to get slippery.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Go home, girl.
And clearly, she doesn't want to go anywhere.
Oh my God.
You're gonna lose that battle.
Okay, now I think maybe we should call somebody.
Is it 911? Do you want me to call? Yeah.
Please get off my property. I'll defend myself on my property. Get off.
Oh my God, maybe we should call.
When police arrived on the scene, no charges were filed. And the soaking wet woman finally left the neighborhood. When Kaylee Day, who lives with her husband and their young children in Houston, Texas, witnesses something on her doorbell camera, it changes her life forever.
My husband and I were the typical suburban happy couple, married, had kids, until the last year when we were going through couples therapy, just working through marital issues that we had that seemed to affect a lot of other married couples. Nothing like deal breaking, but I do get these gut feelings. He was doing something shady that I didn't know about.
When Kaylee's son is sick, her husband suggests that she take their daughter on a planned family vacation, and he stay home with their son.
Around 10 p.m., the doorbell camera app goes off. And you know, when you first get the notification, it's just a picture. And so all I saw was two bodies. So I called them and I said, hey, there's two creeps on the front porch. You might want to go check that out. And I start to watch the video. And I see my husband and his coworker on the front porch. My stomach dropped, my heart sank. I didn't really know what to think besides what the heck is going on in my house. And I realized that it was him and his mistress on our front porch, and they were kissing. He grabbed her butt and then said, and I'm just really angry and really sad. I was disgusted, and I feel like I don't know the person that I even married. So I immediately called him back, and I said, it's you and your coworker on the doorbell camera. He denied it for a good 5 to 10 minutes till he finally confessed that she was over.
What's more, when Kaylee looks back at the door cam footage, she sees that her husband tries to cover up his lover's arrival.
He won't admit that he deleted the clip, but he had to have, because it picked up movement coming towards our front door, and then all of a sudden the door opens and closes, but you don't see anybody come in or out. So I think that's the section that he deleted.
Unfortunately for him, he gets sappy and sloppy when his girlfriend leaves. And now Kaylee is divorcing her 39-year-old husband.
I'm 28, so like I'm still young. Like I have time to find somebody else who deserves me. But I feel like I got the best revenge, because when I uploaded the footage online, I was expecting to get maybe like 5 views, and I have amassed over 7 million views on it. So I kind of feel like karma worked pretty instantly this time.
Roughly 32 million packages are delivered in the United States every day in neighborhoods just like your own. But for a homeowner in Texas, this delivery driver isn't just dropping off a package. She's dropping off some wise advice.
Hello, Jennifer. I hope your Monday's going well. You have no markers on your house that says what number you are. And that is hard to find your house, my dude. And it's unsafe, honestly. What if you needed medical assistance and the paramedics didn't know your town well? Come on, man. Have a great day.
After this doorbell cam video went viral, the delivery driver decides to take her neighborly advice worldwide through the web.
Just one thing that I noticed when I walk up to households, baby. Unclear entrances and exits, clear pathways. I oftentimes see a lot of bikes, like kids' bikes in the front doors. That scare me, baby. That scare me real bad. Crisis management and prevention education is essential and literally a part of my soul. If I see something, I say something, because that's how bystander intervention works. being there for one another. So thanks for being here. Stay tuned for more prevention.
I'm genuinely not trying to start. I just want to talk.
After Jeff and Kayla Elkins buy a piece of land near Huntsville, Texas, they find themselves in an ongoing battle with their older neighbors who once owned the 2-acre lot.
What did I start?
You cut my grass. This is the
Property line.
This is my side of the grass. You cut it. Come on, bitch.
The property, which the neighbors previously gifted to their son, was subsequently purchased by Jeff and Kayla, much to the original owner's dismay.
Why don't you go take your happy ass to home? I am home, stupid.
Jeff claims the neighbors want to make life so unpleasant that they sell the property back.
Hey, anybody that's
I drive up and down this driveway every day going home. I don't bother nobody. I just...
you stop every damn day and take pictures and videos of us.
The neighbor in red touches on a sticking point that sets Jeff off.
I got you on every prove it, bitch. I will, you.
Jeff claims that the neighbors are recording him, which gives him alarm. In response, Jeff and Kayla start recording back in a tit-for-tat game of I Spy. At random times, both day and night, Jeff says he catches the neighbors driving by and honking on camera.
They're literally just gonna sit here and drive up and down their driveway and honk at us.
If they start hungry, I'm gonna put this flashlight on them.
Jeff puts up a privacy fence along the property line in an attempt to keep the neighbors from recording him. But he then alleges that this causes the neighbors to deposit trash near his property just to annoy him.
Yeah, probably
No, your old ass is dumping trash all over the ground next to my damn fence.
The acrimony continues when Kayla records the neighbors slowly driving by and seemingly recording she and Jeff in their yard. So Jeff confronts them.
Leave us the alone.
Jeff,
No, you're not, bitch. You're on the county property, stupid.
Suddenly, what the older neighbors do next scare Jeff and his wife.
great. Now look what you started.
What are they gonna do?
They record a loud bang that seemingly originates from their neighbor's vehicle. Shaken by the noise, Jeff and Kayla call the police to intervene. In the following days, Jeff and Kayla explain the situation to the authorities and share their pictures and videos,
Prove it, bitch.
which don't result in any arrests or charges being filed. Jeff and Kayla say they have no intention of selling the property and moving away, so they are resigning themselves to the likelihood that their neighbor's behavior will continue and are hopeful that it won't lead to any further frightening interactions.
Why don't you go take your happy ass to home? I am home, stupid.
Forney is an up-and-coming neighborhood in Dallas, Texas, known as a safe place to raise children. So at first, Mom, Carissa Nash, is not surprised to see a 9-year-old kid from her daughter's class on their security camera. Until suddenly, Carissa's daughter and the boy had a falling out at school earlier that day. Now shocked that he is thrashing her door with a whip, this mom lays down the law.
Little boy, you better get your ass from off my porch beating on my door like this. I will call the police. You need to leave. Don't you ever be on my door like that. Go. Okay.
After the boy leaves, the mom claims he scratches the family's car with a whip. So later, she and her husband go across the street to confront the child's parents.
Your dad's here. I just seen him. I need to talk to him. Your son beat on mine. I need to talk about these damages to my car. Your son, let me show you the video. If you come outside and talk like an adult, then maybe we can figure it out. I need to show you the video of your son hitting our door with this wheel and hitting our car. Sorry. You want to see this video? Have you seen it?
My son never touched your car.
We
You
have...
got no video that he touched your car?
The neighbor does, across the street.
We have it on video.
All right, get off my property. Seriously, get off my property.
Well, I tell you.
Because you ain't coming over here talking nicely. You're accusing my son
I'm showing you the video.
We're showing you the video.
The door. You ain't showing me the video of me scratching your car. Get off my plan.
Now, the boy's dad is taking issue that the other dad is standing on his grapevine, and things are getting heated.
No, that's my grapevine.
All right, man.
Okay, thank you.
You owe me a plant if
I don't. I bet you won't bring no.
Dude, please stop, sir. All we want to do is just talk to you civil.
Your son came over.
Y'all are so violent.
Your son came over here.
Baby, please,
Your
no.
son came over here with a whip.
And then, the mom notices something that alarms her.
You have a gun.
Bring your ass outside without the gun then, bitch.
I've already come out before.
Come on, let's do it. No, baby, get Oh my God. Oh my God.
As the neighbor picks up the gun, he accidentally discharges it while his daughter stands close behind him in the doorway. Luckily, the bullet doesn't hit anyone.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The couple goes home, but later, when the county sheriff's office see the videos, they charge the neighbor with deadly conduct for careless handling of a weapon. And shortly afterwards, he and his family move out of the area. As for the son, he's too young to face charges. However, let's hope he learns how to be a better neighbor in his new neighborhood. Texas might have nearly 700,000 miles of roads, but with more than 17 million drivers, it's only a matter of time until they run into each other. When these neighbors in Arlington, Texas meet over a minor fender bender, what should be a painless transaction turns into an exercise in frustration when one of the drivers refuses to give up her information.
Ma'am, ID and your insurance, please.
Take a picture. You got me?
Yeah. I also have your license plate.
Did you dial 911?
Yes.
Are they on the way?
Yes.
Okay, then. Well, tell them to call.
How am I going to have them call you if you didn't give me a number?
This woman seems unaware drivers involved in minor accidents are required to exchange information before leaving the scene.
Just give me your phone number so I can be in contact with you.
I don't believe nothing this man is saying. And it sounds crazy, and it sounds...
You just sideswiped me, lady.
How did I just sideswipe you, and your car looks like it's previously already...
Look at it.
How you could have hit the gas? How do you know?
I didn't hit the gas. I was driving in my lane, and you turned into it.
Suddenly, the conversation takes off in an unexpected direction.
Just give me an idea then. ID.
Right into traffic.
Wow.
In all the confusion, the woman forgets to put her car in park before getting out.
Mother of the Year award.
Fortunately, traffic is stopped in both directions, and her son is wearing his seatbelt.
This lady is crazy. Oh my God.
Even with her unplanned detour, she's still not ready to do things the easy way.
I got driver license and insurance.
Can I get it, please?
You're not the police. This man is making a big decision.
Okay, well, the insurance can decide that.
That's fine.
They investigate these things.
Let them do it.
You get into a wreck.
Call the police.
You exchange
Call
information.
The police. Call
I will
the
call
police.
them right now.
The police arrive a short time later to facilitate the exchange of information and leave the investigation in the hands of the insurance company.
This lady is crazy.
Houston, Texas. A quiet Sunday evening in the suburbs is suddenly gripped by panic. A mom can't believe what she is seeing.
All these cars just waiting because there is a freaking Bengal tiger boom in this yard.
Neighbors are feverishly messaging each other to ask where the tiger comes from or who it belongs to. It seems to have appeared out of nowhere.
And this dude needs to be careful. Holy cow.
With her children locked behind doors, the woman dials 911. Then she recognizes one fearless neighbor as an off-duty sheriff's deputy. He's attempting to hold back the man-eater at gunpoint.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna shoot it. He's gonna shoot it.
But the tiger keeps on coming.
What the heck? Why is there a tiger?
Suddenly, a man appears out of frame, and he's attracting the tiger's attention. He's claiming to be the tiger's owner.
Get the f back inside. I don't know who the f this is. Get the f back inside.
Oh.
To the neighbor's relief, the man claiming to be the tiger's owner is able to lure it into his vehicle and drive away. Police catch up with him. He reveals the animal is 9 months old, named India, and being kept illegally right under neighbors' noses, just 2 doors down from the mom who filmed this video.
Oh my gosh.
India is given a new home at an animal sanctuary in Murchison, Texas. Called Black Beauty Ranch, it is run by the Humane Society of the United States, which is lobbying for legislation that would prohibit big cats from being kept as pets. It's an overcast afternoon in DeSoto, and even though it isn't storming, a bag comes raining over the fence, followed by a hooded man. But he isn't just any old neighbor jumping the fence to retrieve a football. He's looking to break into an empty house. He jumps down from the wall, seemingly confident there's no one home. But what he doesn't realize is a homeowner is watching him through their security camera. The thief is caught completely off guard when the homeowner addresses him through the security system and does his best to improvise some kind of story as to why he's creeping around the neighborhood.
I just come here trying to sell y'all some of these gift cards for Christmas. I just want to know if y'all needed any.
No, we don't need no any. Go away, sir.
Where are you at?
I'm looking at you. I'm at home.
You talking to me through this camera phone, ain't you?
Looking to change the subject, the intruder tries to discuss the impressive technology that caught him red-handed before things take a threatening turn.
If you don't come to the door by the time I count to 10, I'm going to come on in there and get what I need to get.
Having heard enough threats,
1.
the homeowner sets off an alarm loud enough to alert the entire neighborhood, and the intruder books it back to the wall. Thanks to the homeowner's watchful eye, the trespasser leaves empty-handed, taking with him only his bag of quote-unquote Christmas gift cards.
Celebrating a birthday, you know. This is how we do it in the car scene, man.
In Texas, a birthday parade 30 cars deep rolls into this quiet Houston neighborhood.
God, he said be loud, so we got a bunch of loud race cars coming by. This Mustang in particular is like the most deafening thing I've ever heard in my life.
The parade is for a 6-year-old boy. And although the birthday boy loves loud race cars, his neighbors aren't so sure.
Scares the crap out of her.
As the parade winds through the neighborhood, it suddenly stops.
We're coming back.
As the man recording investigates, he passes some angry neighbors on their phones.
I think they're calling the cops.
Further up, he spots another neighbor, writing down license plate numbers.
Karen was yelling. Oh, look, she's getting plates. I'm getting it all on camera, yeah. Is she blocking the road?
And he finally gets to the front of the line. The birthday boy's father argues with a neighbor blocking the street. She's preventing the cars from continuing on to the father's house, where his son is waiting for his parade.
Karen is angry.
That's like drag racing. Are we
What?
Okay, listen, y'all can say it all you want.
Yeah.
This is a destructive thing, and it's not good
Write
for
me a
kids
ticket,
in a
I'll pay the
neighborhood.
The neighbor thinks the parade is too loud for the neighborhood kids.
We're trying to leave, man.
No.
I'm trying
No,
to
you
This is impeding traffic. You're impeding traffic.
And still refuses to move, even when told the parade is for a neighborhood kid.
Is anybody else bothered?
Nobody else.
Anybody else bothered? I'm not just looking mad.
Hello. Me. You made my granddaughter
A line is being drawn regarding the parade, and neighbors quickly take sides.
We got Karen 1, we got Karen 2, we got Karen husband.
And the neighborhood parade now threatens to turn into a neighborhood brawl. But when the situation teeters on violence, the drivers decide to shift gears and pack it up.
Oh, Karen blocked us off, but she was not happy. She was not happy.
The canceled parade reconvenes at a nearby gas station as police are heard approaching.
Now they're going in the neighborhood. Some felons
But after a few minutes, news trickles back from the birthday boy's father.
down there. We're about to go back into the neighborhood because apparently the guy whose son it was his birthday for said we're good to come park in front of his house.
And while no one is arrested due to the altercation, the drive-by birthday is back on. And the birthday boy finally gets his loud parade.
Yeah, that's him right here.
Whether the neighbors like it or not. Huffman is a rural community about an hour northeast of Houston, and it's where Sam Parks and his family have called home for more than 30 years.
My family was one of the first few families out on this road. Our neighbors are about as an equal mix of Americans as anybody could ever hope to get.
But it turns out trouble has been brewing next door for decades.
This feud has been going on with my neighbor now for 22 years.
Even though his original feud was with an older generation, Sam finds himself still clashing with their kids.
He's gonna lay my ass out, you hear that?
What started in the early 90s as an argument in the woods has now become near daily fights that are triggered by almost anything.
You was in your travel trailer.
What are you gonna do?
And I come outside.
Talking
way over here.
Every time you come out to talk about me and trigger me?
That's the Dunning effect. That's when somebody's so stupid they don't know how dumb they are.
Some of their most frequent fights are started because of the neighbors' dogs.
When they got their puppies, I expressed to my neighbor's husband, there's a leash law in Texas. You have to contain your animal.
You better if you kept them dogs put up like the leash law requires you to.
He got mad and bucked up and said, well, look, if you've got a problem with it, you just call the dog pound. And so we did. And the dog pound came and gave them a warning. The next day, they took that warning, tore it up, and threw it in our yard.
After the animal control incident, the neighbors decided to step up their technology in this neighborhood war.
My daughter came and told me that my neighbor was installing cameras, and she knew from the location that it would be a problem.
And as you can tell, it's pointed directly into our yard. How up is that? So why are you pointing cameras directly in my yard?
Her placing that camera was just disgusting.
You have to invade my yard.
No, I'm not invading your
Yeah, what's your camera showing? Right?
It shows you acting like
Right into my daughter's window.
With the neighbors pointing multiple cameras directly into his yard, Sam comes to the conclusion the cameras are only there to rile him up.
And so this is how you go with people.
The camera vantage point that she put up there was to instigate my anger. It was to draw my ire. I'm seeing war crimes, neighborhood war crimes.
With verbal threats and camera surveillance escalating, events come to a head at the fence line with his neighbor's uncle.
He was calling me out.
Come on, parasite! Talk some
When I walked over there, I knew where that incident could end up. That had already been calculated.
The neighbors yell back and forth at one another when suddenly the uncle has heard enough.
You want to come out in the yard?
I'm right here, bitch!
No, you want to come out of your yard?
For what? I can hear you. You're so stretched out. I can hear you. What do you need to say? Oh, real cool, bud.
Yeah, like kids do.
Come on, Brick. Yeah, that's what you can do.
Since the wire shelf showdown, Sam has continued to record his neighbor's antics for his own safety, but he sees no end in sight to this long-standing feud.
Do I see a way for peace? Peace would be a for sale sign. Peace would be an open house next door. I have an allergy to those people. There's no amount of Benadryl that will cure my allergy. Only solution is they move.
You got your own video.
Worried?
No, I ain't worried.
You need to be.
Can you shut up and let's end this?
Salado, Texas is a tiny community about an hour north of Austin. And with multiple RV parks, it's a perfect place for Michael Del Arciprete to call home.
About 3 years ago, we had moved into the Salado RV park. And it was a really nice community. Had its, interesting characters.
But not all of those interesting characters necessarily make great neighbors, which Michael learns after finding the man next door trying to put out a debris fire that was started earlier by his landlord.
Came up to around, 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. This neighbor came home, he saw this fire, he decided at that point to start putting out the fire. I walked up there to approach him to try and help. Hey, I noticed you're trying to put out the fire. You don't really need to worry about it. I've been keeping an eye on it. There's material on top. That's all getting wet. But you see the fire down underneath? That's still hot. And you can't really cool it down by soaking the top. If you really want to put it out, if you have a metal rake, I can help you. We can rake that out, put it out in a couple of seconds. It won't be a big deal at all. And that's when he replied with profanities.
Hey,
oh, yeah?
women over to your area, bother you. Go over to your area, bother yourself.
I was blown away that my first interaction with him was he's swearing at me.
Michael knows that this fire will burn itself out. He also knows that this community has a very small well, and using a garden hose on a dying fire wastes precious water.
You're gonna be spraying a long-ass time. This is pretty funny.
Still, his neighbor doesn't want to hear it.
I'm trying to help prevent the well pump from going down, meaning my family can't take showers. The neighbor who's on an oxygen tank can't take a shower. So I was trying to help him put out the fire, to be met with that kind of anger and aggression. At that point, I just started laughing.
Why don't you come over here and do something about it?
I'm doing exactly what I want to do. You're the one who's got a problem.
Michael continues to document the scene until suddenly the neighbor snaps.
Yourself.
Your property. There.
I want to have a conversation with you.
Michael's phone is knocked out of his hand, and his neighbor quickly snatches it up before retreating to his home.
The moment he pushed me, I could have hit him, I could have swung on him. It would have been totally justified. Nothing good would come of it.
Not wanting to escalate the situation any further, Michael calls the sheriff's office to retrieve his phone. Deputies are able to return his property, and a few days later, Michael's neighbor voluntarily moves out.
Maybe 4 days later, he had pretty much moved all of his stuff out of the community, and he was gone. I can honestly say it wasn't a sad day to see him leave. I was quite pleased.
And roughly a year later, Michael is grateful he hasn't had contact with his former neighbors since, or has any issues with his new ones.
I've got new neighbors and new relationships have been built, thankfully. No crazy neighbors that want to fight with me and shove me. So it's been a pretty good chain.
It's rush hour in Houston, and while on his way to work, the man behind the camera comes across an unusual sight. A man in a mail carrier uniform throwing hands in the street.
Bro, what the hell's going on, dog?
He has no idea why the fight started, so all he can do is sit back and comment.
This is the I go through.
The two swing on each other wildly when the civilian goes to the ground.
This is the I go through.
Even with the shocking and sudden street fight happening right in front of him, the man recording isn't afraid to give the combatants some friendly advice.
Put your hands up, man! Put your hands up!
And with that, the mailman melee is over. It's never determined what causes this sudden and public brawl, but at least the neighborhood can rest easy, knowing their packages are in safe hands.
Bro, what the hell's